I don't know what Bobby's doing. I told you you're not supposed to be up there, but you just keep getting up there. What you doing, buddy? Oh, here he goes. He's gonna take flight. Go for it. Hi. Okay, so in today's video, we're going to be revealing something to you guys. So Brandi, I'm gonna wait for her to get home. I'll wait for her to show you. I'm not gonna give it away. It is an animal, but I'm gonna go set up an area for the new animals that we got. This was all Brandi and the girls' thing that they wanted to do, and whatever they want to do, I support. So it's like, go for it. So I'll just take you along right now, setting up the pen area for them, and then when Brandi gets home with them, it's probably going to be tomorrow because it's going to be dark time she gets home, so they'll be in this video, but we'll show you them and let Brandi talk to you a little bit about. So let's get everything prepped for them, for Brandi and the girls and their new pets, new project, you might, I don't know, we'll see what she has to say, but let's get everything set up. I'm gonna get the Ranger over here, I'm gonna get the hay out of the truck, go set up a little shelter, and we'll kind of go from there. So yeah, I'm excited for the girls and Brandi to share with you, because this is something they can do together, and it's gonna be fun. Okay, I already have the pen set up. It's actually the old chicken run where we're going to keep these animals for right now. It's actually the perfect spot for them. It actually has a little bit of grass in there. Got some straw right here for the bedding already. But these animals sleep on hay and will eat the hay. Any hints? Any guesses? You guys know what we got? It's going to be pretty interesting because Brandi's been calling me and they've been having a heck of a time bringing these animals home in the Suburban, and I'll let her tell you all the story because she's called like every 5 minutes. It's pretty hilarious. But anyways, I got the shelter. We're going to use the little dog shelter for now. It's actually one of the bigger ones, but that's perfect for what we got coming, and this is the perfect little setup for it. And eventually we'll walk over here, I'll show you. I'm going to be doing another pen over here. This is where Brandi wants this pen at. So if you guys remember, last year I made this pig pen. This is where our butcher pigs go, where we raise 3 to 4 a year for our family and for like 6 other families. And so that's what that is going to be for. We don't want to mix pens with other animals like we did at the old property. I had sheep, goats, steers, pigs, everything in one area, and it just wasn't a good mixture because of parasites and all that stuff. So what we're trying to do here on this new homestead is do it more efficient as more pens for different animals. So this is where Brandi wants to have this operation at over here. So she wants me to fence off this little island, which is probably, it's twice the size of that pen. That pen's big. So probably 2 times the size of this, of that one. This is 2 times the size right here. So what I'm gonna do, gonna have to get a material list and all that. So that's a project we're gonna be working on while we're waiting on things for the house. So they'll go side by side with each other. And yeah, it's gonna be, is Bobby way up there? I thought I seen Bobby way up the road, but he's not. He's actually right there behind me. Anyway, so this is a what is that? I think it's just a tree stump. It's kind of freaking me out a little bit. So anyways, I'll get a material list and I'm gonna fence this area off over here by the cabin. And it's gonna be the perfect spot for the new animals that they got. And I'm excited for them because they've always shown some interest in animals, obviously, but they've never been this excited to get their own animals. This is Brandi and the girls' thing. I have nothing to do with this. Obviously, I'll help out when needed, but this is all on them. This is their idea. This is what they want to do. So I support it 100%. I'm behind them. She's been dealing with me for so long with all the animals and stuff I get. The least I can do is let her get whatever she wants when it comes to the animals. So I'm excited for her because she's really shown a big interest in these animals and actually been wanting them for quite a while. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish setting up the hay in there, and then I'm gonna actually store this other hay in the well house so it stays dry, and we'll kind of go from there. We'll see you back when Brandi gets home with the new animals.
Oh, we got Kune Kune pigs.
Kune Kune, what'd you get, Brandi?
There's some smelly little suckers.
I've been talking them up, so you're gonna tell me what happened? You want to get them in the pen first and you can talk about it?
They're so cute.
I'll tell you
They're super
names.
cute,
Okay.
but riding with them for 3 hours there.
I almost threw up.
Hope wants to tell them their names. Hey, Hadley.
You probably have to grab it.
Let me see, Hopi. Let me look.
Look, okay, the little.
This one is Pearl,
Oh,
the girl, and his name is Percy. And this one, Pearl keeps on like acting crazy.
Yeah, that stinks in there, guys.
No.
We literally were in their driveway and they already pooped.
We were gagging.
You take a picture of them in there yet?
A bunch of pictures.
Look at her.
What's her name?
Pearl.
They're very stinky.
I know, like, one of them was like,
They got little waddles.
no, a little waddle.
Look at her.
A waddle like a little turkey.
I think she's worn herself out from crying
Dad,
earlier.
their waddles are like soft and squishy. I touched
They're
it.
so
Go over there.
They probably need rinsed off tomorrow when it's warm.
Rinsed off. They're fine.
They've been laying in poop.
That's okay.
Hayden.
Except for the mud, though.
Where's their phone?
Here, Hayden, can you hold this so I can help that?
Here, I'll do it while you guys do it.
I don't know if I'm picking up that little stinky
I'll pick
thing.
out one.
Come on, guys.
Turn the lights, please. Is your fence on?
No, it's off.
You have to grab tightly around his waist.
Do I just set him in here?
Yeah. He's heavy.
You can set them inside there.
He's heavier than he looks.
You can show them where the water's
You
at.
want to pick up Pearl?
Oh, I don't know if I
No,
can.
honey. He
No,
doesn't
Hayden,
wanna go
Hadley.
there, honey.
Hadley, show them where the water's at.
That's for him to swim in more than.
Well, they'll drink it too.
She was thirsty earlier. We're gonna
I can get her.
you have to grab her under.
Put her by the water. She'll find it.
You'll get in the pool.
He's so cute.
Hey, sweetie.
Oh, she's so
You gotta go potty. There's a little waller down there at the water and there's grass. She's
Oh.
gonna pee. She's gonna pee.
Oh, look at
Is that Percy?
This is Percy.
Percy?
He's probably thirsty. Can you hold him up there, Fenda?
You can go get his water. She's still peeing. Pearl, what are you doing?
I know they didn't hold their.
Oh, he's drinking.
Oh, baby.
Oh, you was thirsty little guy.
Thank you, Pearl.
Look, where's she going?
Can he move his feet?
Yeah, he's drinking. Little guy's
Is that
thirsty.
good water?
Isn't he adorable?
Yeah.
Can he move his feet back?
Yes.
Yeah, Brent, he's just drinking.
Well, he's.
Look, she's down there drinking that water.
Come here, Pearl. Pearl.
Look at him. He was thirsty. That's good, clean well water.
Oh,
He said if you scratch her belly really hard, she lays over.
he is so.
Oh, really?
He's really calm.
Well, because Hadley was kind of barely rubbing it, that her skin's really tough, so you have to do it hard.
That's
Look
funny.
at him.
She might try to poop down there.
Look
Oh,
at him.
yep.
Oh my God.
He's already pooping. Boy, they had to go, Brandi.
No, they went in the car plenty, believe me.
we were literally.
Hey, get him out
Yeah,
of
you
there.
take him out of there. I think he's still drinking, but
Are you still drinking?
yeah, he was still drinking.
Guys, we were literally in their driveway and they,
Hey, watch.
Pearl already pooped.
Watch, let's see. Percy. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy.
That's funny. So they were roommates already. That's why you got her too.
Oh, she says they just want to get out and move.
Yeah, let's leave them alone for a little bit. Let's set them. Can you put them inside there so they just kind of know?
Yeah.
So
Pretend light for her.
she was a lot smaller. They're not from the same litter. But the lady said that she has caught up a lot in size.
Oh, really?
He's way too.
She's about a month older.
Pearl's the female, right?
Yeah, she's white, like a pearl.
You go in there?
Put Percy.
Yeah, Percy.
Don't come out here.
We didn't show them their waddles yet.
Yeah, we'll show them tomorrow when we
Here,
stay late.
baby. Here, hold this. Come here, baby.
I'll try to get Percy.
Oh my goodness. Do your bed. Can you go? Oh, she says I don't want
She's
you.
like, I don't want in there right
Are they
now.
hungry?
Were they in a barn or something?
Well, it was raining outside, so they brought them into a barn.
Oh, okay.
His little ears are like Dumbo, like her. So cute.
Hi, baby. To see how, like, look, they're like little puppies.
That's funny.
Hi, hi.
They'll figure it out.
Kune
If they get
Kune.
cold, they'll get in there.
Hi, hi.
Kune Kunes?
Yes. Kune Kune means fat and round.
You said you like that.
All right. Let's see. We'll see you in the morning. Especially when their little nose are wet.
No, look. It's a waddle. Oh my gosh. Look at that waddle.
He's too little to get a drink right there.
He's not. He's drinking. Look.
Good job, babe.
He's so smart. Oh my gosh. They're both drinking.
So tomorrow we'll get their little waters out in their feed.
What is
She fed them right before we left.
Okay.
So.
why
He's
is
still
he-
drinking.
Why is he just sitting there drinking?
Thirsty.
Will, Pearl, and Percy.
Percy.
Percy, how was your first night in the off-grid world? Oh, Hayden. We're just cozy up in there. We actually got quite a bit of rain last night, and they're dry as a bone.
Did you make turn the fence off?
No, you can leave it on because Gabby and Grace are. They haven't seen them yet. Uh-oh. Well, she just got shocked a little bit.
Hey babies, are you hungry? Are you hungry?
Put some in your hand so they'll eat out of your hand.
Hold her food up fire. Hold her food up fire.
Okay, bring it out a little bit. Bring it out a little bit.
I think they'd had the food wet.
Well, they're eating that. It's fine.
She's like in a little tail.
Sue, Bobby, what do you guys think about Pearl? Huh? Really? That's what you think? Another female on the farm, right? Well, I guess Oklahoma's rainy season has started over the last week. This is crazy. So we got at least probably another inch last night, 3 inches while we were gone. So I'm guessing we got 3 to 4 inches in the last 6 days out here on the homestead. And it is just a mess everywhere. But here in a little bit, we'll let the new pigs wake up a little bit, some food in them, and then we'll have Brandi and the girls talk about them, and they'll give you the rundown why we got them, what exactly are they, pronounce their names right. I keep mixing the one up, but yeah, here in a little bit we'll do that, and we'll kind of just go from there. We're excited. Okay, so we're out here with Brandi. You guys seen us check on them first thing this morning, and I just wanted Brandi to talk to you guys a little bit about why she got the Kune Kune. How you say it?
Kune Kunes.
Kune Kunes. I've heard about them before in the past. Didn't do a lot of research on them, but then we'll let Brandi tell you about them.
Well, I would say for years I've wanted a pig as more of like a pet, because that's my favorite animal that we've had, and obviously we process all them every year. So the last couple of years I've been like, I just want a pig, and we hadn't really been set up. We were working on the house at first and hadn't been set up for that. But I talked him into getting a potbelly pig. Well, I've seen people, who have them as pets, obviously.
Well, we was trying to get them during the winter. I said, wait till the springtime, and then we can
well,
get
that's what I'm
some.
saying. I finally talked you into
Yeah.
it. So then when I started kind of looking around in our area for potbelly pigs, there weren't really any, but Kune Kunes kept popping up. Some people say Kune Kunes too. They kept popping up, and I was like, well, those are super cute, and everything I read said that they're comparable to a potbelly pig as far as like they'll follow you around, they're friendly, they're docile. So that's why I started looking at them. And then if you look further into them, you actually can use them for meat. These two definitely are not going to be. But down the road, like if you start breeding them and that's something you did want to do, they are good meat. It takes longer to grow them. They're like a smaller pig. So they're not going to be butchered at like 6 months. It's going to be much longer than that. But they say that they have good like bacon and lard production.
So here on our homestead, and we've been doing this, I think this is our 7th or 8th year of raising butcher pig. We call them butcher pigs. We raise them for some family members at the church.
Feeder pigs.
Feeder pig. We raise them for people at the church and for our family over the last 7 or 8 years. So that's what Brandy's used to and the girls are used to. And they grow, we grain them. We 100% grain them. Keep them in a smaller cage. It's actually a really big pen.
Yeah, that's big for them.
But usually keep them in a smaller area because you're just feeding them out to feed families. And Brandy likes them as a pet.
Yeah, and we've always enjoyed them. Like other people might do their pigs different, but even the pigs that we've butchered, we still interact with them every day. They were always pretty friendly depending on which breed of them we got.
Yeah, so what's interesting about this breed, I was telling Brandy, if I was a seller and dealer of pigs, I would tell her the same thing. But they said you got to buy them in pairs.
Yeah, but it's not just breeders.
Yeah.
It's like if you look, well, I mean, look at these two.
They're all colored
like
up. We'll show you.
If we just got him, he's smaller, so we would have to be worried about him staying warm. And I wasn't necessarily going to get her. She's not registered. We can get her registered. Currently, she's not, but they weren't litter mates, but they were kind of like grown up together, hanging around each other once all his siblings were gone.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, they've been snuggled up all night. So I'm glad we did. I don't know if it would make them more close to each other versus us potentially, but I mean, they're cuddled up in here. So
one of the things when we were talking and she came across these and started doing the research and saying, hey, you really need to get them in pairs, kind of what she explained. I was like, well, if you're going to get them in pairs, you might as well get a breeding pair. So we can actually maybe potentially start breeding and selling as a little side business for you and the girls.
Well, and I mean, like I said, there's so much stuff you can read about them, and some of it is just going to be trial and error. But there's been a lot of people say if they're raised together like these two, then they might be more roommates versus breeding.
She's mad because she wants in there. She wants to lay an egg.
Well, there's 2 open spots.
She's like, get out of my hole. But yeah, what were you saying?
But sometimes they could be kind of more roommates than breeding pairs. But I felt like with these, worst case scenario, they don't breed, and that's fine because that's not what they were intentionally meant for.
She is being loud. We're not even doing anything.
Her friend will.
You want to lay egg that bad? She is freaking out.
But if they did breed, then we could have piglets. So that's why. Yeah. That's why with her, we might go ahead and have the breeder register her.
Hold on, I gotta get her to stop. Let's walk over here because I can't concentrate with the ladies freaking out on us. That's funny. So we got a bunch of rain. It's crazy out here.
No, so I was saying, I think, I remember that if they did breed, then we could have pure blood piglets and we could sell them. But if they don't, that's fine. We plan to get another female that would actually be, her purpose would be more to breed. This one, this little Pearl we have in here is her name. I would be fine if she didn't have piglets and she could be more like the pet.
Yeah. So I've always kind of wanted to have piglets, like
We've
raised
talked
piglets.
about
yeah.
it, but not this specific breed.
Yeah, I wanted to have the facility, which we don't have the facility yet. Obviously, these are young. We got like good 6 months before they even be a breeding age. Or recommended
even longer than that for them.
So actually, what we're going to be doing today is measuring out the new pen. I think I talked about this earlier in the video. We'll be measuring that out. I'll be getting supplies, and that's something we can work on in between. So yeah, I'm all about like Brandi and the girls start like a little side business because these things, I guess, are super popular. So one of the,
they're so cute.
Yeah, one of the main things about these that I've been reading and researching, and Brandi knows this, is I think they're the only pigs that will eat just grass and survive and gain weight.
Yeah, they're like little lawn mowers. So it kind of depends where you live. Like we don't have a ton of grass right now just because of our construction, but if you stick them in just a grass area, they'll just eat that all day. So you would only really need to give them hay or anything like that in the winter.
Yeah, and they don't root. If they do root, it's very minimal. They don't test the fences.
They have a little bit
now
of
we got
snout.
Sue coming over here to see what's going on with the ladies.
Chickens are freaky.
They
Look
have.
at them. Look. Sue's like, what's going on with my ladies?
You better not go get those piggies.
Yeah, so
They have little bitty short snouts.
Yeah.
So that's what, and like people who breed these are very passionate about keeping the breed
pure.
because they like those characteristics of them.
So
keeping that.
Brandi found some that were like a mixed breed and not registered. Like that one's not registered. But I was like, just get the registered ones. I know some people don't care about the registered ones, but when you actually start getting involved in the history of this pig, and there's groups that people absolutely love this breed, and they want to keep it pure. So the bloodline's pure. I mean, and people are really passionate about it. I'm not that passionate about it yet, but maybe Brandi and the girls will be.
It's like you can't go backwards.
Yeah.
Like you might as well start with those with the good bloodlines because we can't. I mean, we could buy more, but it's not like you can go backwards and make them be that way.
So if we were just strictly pets, getting them registered wouldn't matter. But when I start talking to her, I said it makes sense as having a functioning homestead eventually, because we're going to get other animals that we can sell. Might as well get these that you can actually potentially make a business out of it. So that's the reason why we got.
Like I said, and they're super cute. But
that's the main reason why you guys got them.
Hopefully Pearl, it's so cute. The guy told me yesterday, you scratch her on her side and you kind of have to do it pretty rough because their skin is so tough, she can't feel it. If you scratch her on her side, she rolls over, so you'll rub her belly. It's
awesome.
so
I
cute.
think she's better because she's not snotty.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
So we'll show you. I'll show you the pigs up close one more time, and we'll get off here. And we'll be making videos on these pigs for a long time. I hope it helps with the YouTube channel also, because we want animals. We built our
and
whole.
we know you guys like watching them too. Like there's a certain group of people that like watching just the home building, but I feel like the animals add in a different aspect that we enjoy too. We don't want to just be hammering nails all day.
We've been building a homestead for the last 7-8 years on YouTube, and we always had animals, and then we kind of got away from the animals, and that's just not us. We always have animals. We got Bobby. He's walking over there.
He doesn't like to be snuggled like a pig.
But we're gonna. Well, I would have liked to have the house like done and moved in before we started all this other stuff, but that's just not how we are. Like we do things different than other people probably. But there's going to be breaks in the house like there is today.
That's what I was thinking. The breaks in the house, it's like, okay, we could spend our time doing something else.
Yeah, for sure.
And they're not a lot of maintenance. Feed them, water them, and actually, like we did get a grain that she recommended, but we're going to be doing more of like the vegetable and fruit scraps. I actually want to see if there's anyone in the area. Like I'm even going to put it on one of those little groups or even restaurants, because that's what they enjoyed the most is the grass or then just like fruits and vegetables.
Yep. So that's why we got the, how'd you say the word?
Kune Kunes.
Kune Kunes, and I keep getting their Kune Kunes. I get their names mixed up. Pearl's the female, and then Percy.
Pearl is white.
For some reason, Percy and Piercy, I keep getting those mixed up, but it's Percy.
We can call her Pearl Dibbles Jr.
Yeah, they were saying Pearl's Dibbles Jr. That's funny. Earl Dibble Jr. But yeah, so
let's go look at them.
Let's go. I'll go show them to you, then we'll get off here. What do we got here?
Look at her.
Hey, look, Brandi. Sue came in here to protect his ladies.
Good job, Sue.
That's Pearl.
Look at her little
and
lip.
that's Percy.
So when they get a little more comfortable, you guys can let them walk around and stuff.
Yeah.
I want to get them out so I can show you how she does her belly.
Well, she's tired. Let's let her sleep for a little bit. Look at her. They're exhausted. So tell them, hey, Brandi, tell them why we put hay in there and not straw.
The straw would be fine for the bedding, but they eat hay. So I saw on several different people's recommendations that if you go ahead and put the hay in there, they can nibble on it or sleep on it.
Yeah.
I want them to come out.
Well, maybe we'll
They're tired.
It's still early. Look at them.
You didn't finish your breakfast.
Oh.
Wait, he might need to go potty. Let him see if he needs to
Yep, that's what. Oh, now she's getting out. Pearl's getting out. Like what? He's thirsty. Look.
We need to get their
Look at him. Look how
water
little he
bowl.
is.
Come on, Pearly.
Pearl.
Pearly. Oh, I know you love. Oh, see, watch. Oh, she's good. Watch, she'll come out here.
Get her out here to do it.
Come on, Pearly. Come on.
She's drinking.
Come
They're like one of the most docile pigs I think I've ever seen.
Hold on, Pearl.
Oh, you need a drink first?
She's thirsty too. But this life is hard.
Hey.
What's their life expectancy? Do you guys have any idea?
Said they can live like 20 years.
That's awesome. Now this was for them to get in and play in, but
Yeah, we have water bowls,
Yeah.
but we started off with this. He's a little short for it. It's gonna be hard to sell piglets.
Do what? We're not keeping the
It's
piglets.
gonna be hard to sell piglets.
We'll only sell them to our subscribers. How's that, Brandi?
Come here, let's show him. Let's show him. Ready? Oh, let's pick a
The
side.
little bottle got wet.
Are you gonna show them how to do that?
Well, she's thirsty. Thirsty.
So they're eating and drinking really good. So that's a
And pooping.
And pooping, and peeing. Look,
Okay,
Gracie's like, "What's going on here?"
Here.
Oh, before we get off here too, Brandi, we're not just gonna give them free range food because we don't want them getting huge. That's not the point.
No, they did give them food all day, but everything I had been looking at, people would, by their weight, give them like
A certain
a cup
amount.
in the morning, a cup at night, or even
Okay.
less.
All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. You're gonna be seeing a lot of Pearl and what, Hayden?
Percy.
Percy. That's the. I don't like that name. I don't know. I just don't like that name. 'Cause they